Dum, 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 dum. Alright, we are live. It says we are live. Heartless Angel, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome to the stream. I almost forgot to start doing the live stream today. I'm trying to resize my sprites using Royal Crown Code's automate process, and I'm having some problems because it doesn't want to recognize it as an action. Today we're doing the arts stuff. Hello everybody tuning in. If you would like to come hang out with us before and after the stream, there is a Discord link in the description below. And that is there where you can come promote your stuff and talk about other various things. Alright, let's move this to the side for now. Hello, Sugar Zuzu. Let's get the volume levels fixed right. Hopefully it's not too loud on you guys. If the music's too loud, please let me know. Live stream. So, last episode we worked on this and fixed this map quite a bit. Hey baby. How's it going? How's your day going? So you decided to change the sprites in Photoshop after all? Yeah, because they look better. The heads are not massively huge. And it's actually pretty easy if you can automate it. That's what I'm going to be working on today, trying to figure out how to do the droplet automate thing. Hello, Rosie MC. Hello, Silverlight. Did you tell me? Did you really tell me, Heartless? Hey baby, too drifty lol. Let's go here. I changed this sprite to be this one now, and it looks stretched. Let's start player position right here. I want to look at the size of the sprite now. Boop. Everyone can relax. Rinse here. Rinse here, guys. Everyone can just chill now. So there we go. This looks much better, right? You have the chibi-like sprite, but it's not super small, 48 by 48, and then it's stretched out, but the head isn't super big, so the head is 75% of its normal size, so it's less chibi. And like once you've automated the process with a droplet, which I haven't done yet, so we're going to be doing that, or trying to do that. Oh, mornings. It should be much easier to auto-generate a chibi sprite and then drag-drop that onto a droplet template, and then you have, you know, regular-sized sprites that don't look chibi. Hello, Doc. How's it going? Hello, Draconis. How are your guys' projects coming along? Got a pixie dust. Can't eat it. Alright. So Royal Crown Code, I don't know if you're going to tune in today, if work will let you, but I'm having issues making this into an action. I'm going to start over though. I'm going to start over. So what I'm going to do is probably stop the recording here, or the action Photoshop recording. Let's start with a new project, or I'm sorry, a new test subject. Let's randomize a new chibi sprite. Let's make a new one. Let's go with this guy. Face image, we're going to export. This is going to be somebody in the chat. Who wants to be this guy? Who wants to be this guy? Did you draw Jinx's face? No, that was Mushri. Mushri did Jinx's face. Ah, sorry for the clicking sounds. I'm trying to show you guys. Who wants to be this guy? I'm looking for a name. Somebody volunteer. I need volunteer as tribute for dark blue hair guy. Doc Wheeze, this is you now. Okay, exporting this guy as Doc Wheeze. I will volunteer as tribute. Doc Wheeze. Okay, that's you. Walk character, export this as Doc Wheeze. Copy this too. Save us some time. We are going to import Doc Wheeze here. Sorry for the sound, it's going to ask if I want to overwrite right now. Yes, I want to overwrite, okay. And then the battler. Export this as Doc Wheeze. And we'll save the settings as Doc Wheeze. JSON. Got him. Okay. Woodrift Jam Tea? That's legit, Rin. That's legit. So I'm gonna close this. File, close. And how do I move this action? Let's create a new folder. And we're gonna say resize MV sprite take 2. Okay, boom. We got a new folder for it. I'm gonna click on here, and the action is resize Y value 150%. Right, so that's our set, and this is our name, function key none, color none. Let's record that action. Wait, I shouldn't have done that yet, right? I should have opened the file first, because it's recording everything. Stop. Delete. Can you delete it? How do you delete your action? Oh, it's right here. Delete that. Delete the thing? Yeah. Let's file open. And open the sprite. So it's just like a drag drop thing. It doesn't open anything. Row crown code. What's up, my dude? So basically I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to get the action to record and show up. Like, the recording process is fine, but then when I go to like create a droplet, it doesn't show it in the list of actions. I'm going to illustrate that. Maybe it'll fix the second time through. So I created a new sprite, and we're going to try to use your really cool Photoshop skill method of resizing the stretched out MV sprites. So let's get into that. RPG Maker MV, Natural Explorers, IMG, characters. We made Doc Wheeze today. Doc Wheeze is here. That's our Doc Wheeze. Alright, so here we're going to create a new recording, right? This is resize MV, resize Y value, or actually resize MV sprite, because it'd be specific to this. Y value, 150%. So we're going to record that action, right? We select, not sure when you go to make the droplet that you've the right folder. Okay, yeah, it wouldn't show the other folder. Like, I created a folder, right? Resize MV sprite take 2, but I tried this one and it didn't quite do it. Maybe I didn't have a check mark. We're going to find out. We're going to try it, and then you can see where I mess up. Don't forget the head shrink. Yeah, that's what I'm mainly doing this for. To fix the head shrink. Undo. Dang it. Set selection. I don't need to set selection. Darn it. How do I undo that? Like, I undid it, but it doesn't show me the trash can event. You do one thing and it records. It sucks. I mean, that's good, but... Now it's not letting me delete the actions? Is this just a CS6 bugs or something? Stop. Okay, because I'm currently recording. So let's delete this action again, darn it. Okay, let's try again. Record. I'm gonna get the hang of it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Inside the... This will toggle the state of all dialogues in this action set. It is not undoable. Should I have that on? I mean, it shows default actions in the folder. So I don't know if this should be on or not. Toggle the state of all dialogues in this action set. Path of the stream, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. We're doing the arts today and various other things as well. Anyway, I can toggle that on later, but it says it's undoable, so we won't mess with it now. Anyway, I'll go back to recording. The first thing that we do, right, is we change the image size, and I'll go to % and make the height 150%. So that's the first action, change the image size. I also want to turn on my grids, and I've enabled snap to grid. I don't know why you thought I didn't like snap to grid. I do. It's really cool. I just forget about it because I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop, and we're going to take the head like that, right? We set our selection, we'll free transform that, and then we drag this down to 75% as seen right here in the height. And that seems like that's what I'm supposed to do. So we'll take the selection tool, we'll apply, and we'll repeat that process for all of these. Free transform, slide this down to 75%. We'll apply that. Slide here, do the same process. Free transform, slide this down 75%. Accept our changes. Select the next part. Free transform, slide this down to 75%. Accept our changes. And then for this, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I could try to take the head selection and free transform and slide this up. No, halo. Oh no. It's not gonna. I would have to change the. Oh. What if I just make this other side bigger? Cancel that. And stretch the legs. Like that. Let's try that instead. It's still in its own cell, so that makes more sense. They kind of have the big head going on. I can maybe fix that. Free transform. Yeah, like that. A little customization there. Looks a little better, maybe. Okay, that's our... Hold on, did I miss anything? When you're done recording, then you can edit the action. Hit stop on record. Okay. So we're going to stop the recording now. Oh no, we want to save it, right? We want to save it first in the action. So we file, save. So docweeze.png has been saved, and that's what it is. And it recorded that in the droplet, so we hit stop now. Right? The Extra Rise, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by the stream. When you're done recording, then you can edit the action. Drifty, check your Discord. Okay, I will. I will. Okay, so you sent me a 7-zip for the thing? Okay, well that's what I'm trying to make, Heartless. I'm trying to make that myself too. If this doesn't work, I will use your 7-zip file to drag and drop my things. Thank you, appreciate that. Oh, so you don't know about the dialogue thing, okay. Grab the arms with the head. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, we're just catching up, Wasif, thanks for joining, welcome back. You can add and remove parts from the actions in case you forgot to save or something. It looks much better now. Right-click the folder the action is in and save. Like this. Right-click the folder the action is in. Right-clicking doesn't seem to do anything. See, right-clicking doesn't do anything. So I figured this is saved now, right? Or do I have to somehow... Do I have to click this thing? It says, this will toggle the state of all dialogues in the action set. It's not undoable. Well, I can still do that, so I'm not sure here. Right-clicking doesn't do anything here. Anyway, so let's go to automate, right? And then we create a droplet. And default actions, oh, it's showing it now. It's showing it now. I don't know what it was. It didn't show, all it showed was default actions. I probably just did it wrong the first time. Okay, so let's take the take two. I did a better job the second time. So I'm going to select the take two, and I'm going to select the only action inside of it. Absolutely. And I'm going to choose resize MV sprites 150%.exe. I already have that, but it's not the right one, so it might overwrite it. We'll say okay. Do you want to overwrite it? Yes. And I think that's it. I think I did it. I think I did it, guys. I think I did it. Let's test this sprite in MV to see that it's actually right before I start running all of sprites. Okay, so I'll use the method that you showed me, Royal Crown Code. I'll take the character, the main character, and I'll just select the one we changed. So we're going to look like Doc Weeze. And we're going to see if there's any weirdness to it. And if not, I'll make new sprites and run them through there. I like it. It looks good. It no longer has that super chibi feel, yet it's auto-generated. Fantastic. Fantastic. Using droplets from Photoshop. And GIMP has, I think it's called Script Foo or something. T was looking at it last night. It's similar. It's the same thing, basically. It's like automate stuff. And now we can auto-generate sprites and then run them through, and it looks cool like that. And they're not chibi. So what's this I'm working on now? This is Natural Explorers, a simulation RPG where we kind of collect buildings and we generate income. But there's also a dungeon crawler element because it's going to be an RPG, so there's lots of RPG elements into it. And we're using the Octopath battle system from Olivia, and we're going to be using, this is, what is even happening in my equipment screen? Knife, sword, spear, axe, pickaxe, fishing rod, shovel, bow, head, body, relic. I need to switch this up. Just noticed a bug that's not related to anything we're working on right now. Types. Equipment types. Hands, head, body, relic. All this shows for equipment type is hands, head, body, relic. But for the weapon types, it's showing all of them. Wonder what's causing that. Let's put the character back to Edmund 1. We need to finish what I'm doing before I worry about. This is the next bug I have to come and fix. I'm trying to figure out why it's showing like a bunch of stuff on the equipment screen. I'm not using anything to show that. No, so that's weird. Check the Octopath plugin parameters. It could be that, because that's the most recent plugins that I put in. It's not a bug, it's just the parameters. Okay. So I'll check that. Let's test the droplets thing. I'm going to need to run other sprites through. Just a parameter. Okay. That's the weapon swap portion. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Let's go to game, open folder, and IMG. I think I put it in maybe used. Let me sort by date, so it'll put the most recent things at the top. Did I store it in here? I put it in characters, didn't I? Yep, characters. Let's sort by date. It's going to help me in the long run. Here we go. So here's our droplets executable file. So if I were to take guy tester, I do want to keep the original and copy an additional one. I suppose the resized version is an original, it just has a name tag at the end of it. So I could always copy paste this one again, which is good. So I guess yesterday's work was for something. I'm going to drag and drop Gen Talker Test Man Guy. Boom. It did some things, right? Did it even do anything? Supposedly that worked. Let me go here and go to Gen. No, not chest. I love chest. This looks default still. Maybe I didn't. Oh wait, Droplet couldn't communicate with Photoshop. It said Droplet could not communicate with Photoshop, guys. Why not? Oh, why not? I guess I rushed that. Maybe the file was trying to be used by something. Did I rush it? Okay, let's try again. Dragging the PNG onto the resize and vsprites. Maybe I have to just wait and let it do its thing, huh? I don't understand. So usually, last time it took like, what, 10 seconds? I thought it just instantly did it, and so I was going to try it, and then while I was trying it, there was like a communication error with Photoshop. I don't know. Rai says he's been busy in the past year recreating RPG Maker project in Unreal. Nice. Got so much work left to do, I bet. Decided to make it a 3D action RPG over the old top-down I was going to do. That's cool, Rise. Show us what you've been working on. Some screenshots. That'd be really cool. In the Discord, links in the description. Droplet couldn't communicate with Photoshop. What does that mean, guys? Yeah, it's CS6. Doesn't work in CS6? Let me Google this. CS6 Droplet couldn't communicate with Photoshop. What is this bug? Do you use DEP? Anything in UAC? Anything up with firewall? Blah blah blah. These are just people's in the forum. I had the same issue and I figured out the solution. I'm running Windows 7, but I'm running Windows 10. You have to run Photoshop as administrator before you create the droplet. You must create the droplet when Photoshop has been run by an administrator. It's really easy. Okay, so somebody said that worked for them. However, I felt like I am running the program as administrator. I'm going to close Photoshop, bring up the live stream again so I can see what's going on. Yep, let's try restarting Photoshop and then running the scriptlet. I'm going to check the properties of this, and if I look at compatibility, it's not running as administrator. I thought it was, so let's set that to default. We're going to always run this as administrator. Compatibility, yes, run it as administrator. Please, thank you. Okay, hopefully this will fix it. And we already have our actions still saved there, so maybe we automate and recreate the droplet. Let's select the take two, and we're going to select that action. It still has the name, and we didn't change anything really, so we'll stop for errors, we'll say OK, and yes, we want to overwrite that program. And I'm going to give it a second just to make sure that it does it. It's only like 100 kb, so it should have already done it instantly. Okay, let's say that's a good amount of time. Let's try again. Now we're going to drag and drop on the new one. I'm going to wait this time, like 10 seconds, and see if anything happens. But also, while I'm waiting, I'm going to look at the file to see if it changes. It should run through the list and then instantly make the size bigger, right? Like resize it. It appears to be doing the same thing. And it says, same thing. Droplet could not communicate with Photoshop. Try manually opening the PNG. Okay, and then running droplets. We're going to open up DocWheeze, and then can we like just run it inside the thing? Like open it up and then how do I run like the actions on it inside here? Can I just like select all of these actions? This will toggle the state of all dialogues in this action set. It's not undoable. Well, what does that even mean? What is toggling? You can also run the actions manually. Yeah, like that's, I don't have a play button here though. So let's, do I select all these and say okay? Okay, here we go, here we go. Select the action play. You know, that didn't quite work the way I thought it was. Oh, wait. We opened up the one that was already changed. That's not what we wanted to do. Did I also ruin it? I ruined it, didn't I? Because it saves it. Can I undo? Let's undo. Alright, undo still works. There's our sprite, okay. We have to actually use it. Tell them close it. Oh gosh. Let's just not say that. Don't close it. Undo to open and then save and close. Ah, okay. I undid everything, so it looks normal. We could just save this again because it looks normal, like that's the way it should be looking. And then we can close it, right? Let's open up an actual one we want to resize, not something that's already been resized. I'm on a roll, guys. Troubleshooting. All right, we're gonna hit play and see how it goes. Holy crap, that was awesome. So I mean, so what? I have to manually open them, right? That's fine. That's fine. Of course, my grid is off if I'm looking at 150%, but it works. The action is there. Like hopefully it stays there when I close it and open it up again. So that's, it should have already saved, right? So let me look in the folder because if I ran the action, it also told it to save. Yeah, it does. Look, it automatically saves it. So I literally open it, hit play, and then go to the next one. Okay. Let's do that for the rest of them then. Let's open. And I could do multiple too. Should we resize the pixie? No, I like the pixie how it is. I'm not going to resize specific things. I'm going to resize all of the things that I've auto-generated. The originals, like that. And the good thing about this is the bracket resize through a note tag is still the original size, so I'm not like... I still have the original size. Plus I saved the learn batch processing. I could do that too. Yeah. Listen, batch. Batch. We're gonna do this in a batch. Let's resize this, this one, this one, this one, and 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 wait, no, not these doggy ones, because they're actually different format. And not these full-size sprite sheets either, because they're not in the format that I have them presented. So only specific, I'll have to make a different action for the different format. This one's already done. That's good. So I've got all of these, right? Let me go ahead and go back to this first one. There was one of them. Okay, this won't quite work right. This one won't work right. Only the auto-generated ones that... This one won't work right. This one is already done, so we need to get rid of that one. And that's all of them. So we got 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a good number that I can think about. But I would like to batch these. Say I had 800, I would want to learn how to batch them, right? Make a new folder, copy those in there, and use the automated process. And it'll just do everything in the entire folder. This way you won't mess them up by accident. That's true. I already have backups of them, but that makes the most sense to me. Let's go ahead and create a folder inside here, and we'll call this automated. Okay, so if I did this from the start, it'll be easier to think about. K-Mix Dash, we're going to copy that one. Then we have Irwin. Then we have Eric Sanders, KSN, Nas. Then we have Devin Scott. We have Kitchen Chef, Kitchen Sushi Chef. We already did Edmund. And that's it, just 8 of them, right? Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's copy these. Put them in automated. So now we have a backup of those. You have to make the action. Never download from the internet. Executable files are not good to trust if you didn't make it. Yeah, it's good to know. Alright. So we've got these in here. How do I automate? So I go to automate and I click on batch and I'm going to select this action. And, oh, we can select open files too, but if we select a folder, it won't mess stuff up if there's a problem. So I'm going to go to folder and I'm going to choose the folder that I want to automate. And I named it accordingly. So RPG Maker, MV, Natural Explorers, IMG Characters Automated. So I'm going to select that automated folder. And everything should be the same. We'll stop for errors and we'll hit OK. boom, 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 boom. Guys, technology is awesome. And this is the reason why Kitchen Chef didn't go. Because it already had it. And it did. Over here. But then, because I opened these manually as well. So this one was manual. You could just open them up, but if you put them in a folder, then you have specific backups. If something went wrong, it doesn't just save and overwrite all your original work and ruin it. It's a good failsafe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It did them all, right? So at this point, I would go into the automated folder, change the view, put these, copy these, and I'm going to paste them inside the characters. And I'll overwrite the original ones because I already have copies of them anyway. Otherwise, I'd probably rename them first. So replace them. So let's test them out inside. Let's test them out inside of Natural Explorers. Why is my start menu not wanting to come up? There it is. Okay. Is this like not full screen or it is full screen? What's happening? There it is. Some weird bug. Discord. We're still streaming. And I have A-Sprite up because I don't know if we're going to do some A-Spriting. I have Audacity up because I don't know if we're going to do sound effects. I just had it prepared. But let's go ahead and put them in MV and test them out in MV. A good failsafe is to save as to a temp folder instead of saving. Right, because the save is going to overwrite the thing that it's making an adjustment to. And since I'm using the same file name, I'll just have, well, it would automatically just change all the events because we're using the same file name. But yesterday, I went into all the events and specifically said, no, use this version of it, use this version of it. So I have to do that again, but go back to the original versions of it, right? So like, for example, right here, I'm using the 48x72, which is the original 48x48 using Yanfly's Scale Sprite plugin to stretch it out, but it makes the head too big. So now we'll use the Photoshop version of the automated, stretching it out by 150, but reducing the head to 75% version on all of the tabs, and that'll look better. Wait, Kitchen Chef, yeah. And if you have chibi sprites next to stretch sprites, they both look weird. But if you have all the same consistency, then they'll look fine. The blacksmith's gonna have a big head because I'll have to do this one differently because it won't automate the same because it's a different file size. Technically, I could just save this inside a larger file and run the script on it, but I might manually do these. So we'll leave him alone for now. Same with this. We'll leave that how it is for now. The blacksmith will just have like an enormous head for just some reason. Until we change it manually in Photoshop. Fantastic. You guys are super smart. You guys are so smart. Blacksmith is over here too, with his giant head. The script should work on the blacksmith. Make a backup and try it? Okay. Alright. right? I mean, it's a different file size, but look, okay, anyway, let's try it. We won't have to batch it, we'll just run it manually. Let's make a backup of it. Let's file open. I'm going to run it on this blacksmith. And I have a backup. You see the 48 by 72? It's just 48 by 48 with the name change. So if I actually have to, I can copy paste this and rename it. So I have a backup of this and this. And I'll try to open these two files. These are the two that the blacksmith's using. Oh, and one more. Somewhere where he's just like banging on a hammer, or banging the hammer on. There it is. It's in my face. These three were the blacksmith. Panda Maru art. Beautiful, beautiful art. Okay, let's open these three, and I have backups, so I'm gonna run this and see what happens. No, it did not. It did not work right. You can see that it didn't really do any of those right. Okay. What I can do is undo this until it fixes the resize. There. And I'll resave it back. Save. So that didn't work right. I imagine this is also not going to work right. But what I can do is manually do these, right? So, I don't know why I close that. Let's go ahead and open it back up. Open the additional one. It was this one. Wait, where's the other one? Did it put it at the bottom or the top because it was saved? Sort by name again. Yes, it's right here. Okay. So we have these. This one will be different, wouldn't it? Let me see. Image size. Change it to percent. Change the height an additional 150%. And then we'll go like this. Free transform. Bring this down to 75%. It's not snapping to 75%. It's snapping to 80%, and I'm just going to say the blacksmith has a slightly larger than average head by a little bit, 5%. I can change the grid, but I think that looks fine. I mean, that looks fine. So we'll save that. There's our blacksmith. And image size for this. Change that to percent. Height 150. Select his big head. And free transform to 75. Yeah, that looks good. We can zoom in a little bit more. Free transform. Bring this down to 75. Hit OK. It's got a big noggin. I mean, he still has a big noggin, but it's much less elongated. And we'll save this as well. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this one. Image size. I don't know, should this one be long? I feel like I don't need to change the image size on this. No, let's cancel the changes on that. Image size, let's go ahead and do that same process. It's gonna mess some stuff up, I know that. This one will. Height. We'll save that. Because I have a backup of it anyway. Alright, let's see, what did I... It was kind of self-involved there, but... Technology, whoa. You could never get the tall sprites to look good, so you stayed with the auto-generated ones. Well, we're going to use auto-generated ones and then make them look good. So we don't have to draw them all from scratch. We can just generate them. But then take the giant head and get rid of their ego a little bit. Run the action, run the action. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry, Royal. I tried to run the action. Did you see? I tried. It messed him up. It messed him up. I could have, if I would have probably saved it as in a different, like changed the file size a bit. It's fine. I mean, we got him now. If I had a lot of things to do, I wouldn't do it this way. I would figure out the way to automate it. But I had 3 files. I was like, yeah, whatever, 3 files. Alright, I'll continue to go down and adjust. I'm going to backtrack a bit to get rid of the giant head on the blacksmith. There we go. I changed your map around again, so the one you sent me, this is the way it looks now, Royal Crown. Did some TLC. I gave the map some TLC, some sweet loving care, some tender sweet loving care. Looks pretty good. It was a good base, it was a good starting spot. Same thing with this cave I started. It looked terrible when I first started this one. Now it looks okay. It looks okay. This little mini cave is cool too, with the lighting in it. Gosh, I'm so happy with the Tirax lighting engine now. They kept improving it, and it works in 1.61. Tender love and curves, that's right. Hey, let's test all the sprites on this map. We changed Devin Scott around. Very nice. I like it. They're not chibi anymore. They still have the same RPG Maker style, so they don't stand out like crazy. They fit. They fit in the game, but they look different. They don't have massive heads, and they're not all confined to like 48 by 48. They look more like a human. Human. That's cool. Let's keep it moving. Let's look at the next one. We saw Doc Weeze. Let's look at Eric Sanders. I'm really good at mapping caves. Oh my god, I've never heard that before. Because, I'm not being sarcastic, I suck at mapping. I really suck at mapping. I've only recently tried to get better. I've always sucked at mapping. I've only recently put in the hours needed and money in buying the FSM DLC and like the time to learn how to actually use what's, you know, what I paid for. Eric Sanders looks really good. He's got a very, very bad sunburn, but I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Let's take a look at the next one, Erwin Tingson. Let's see how he looks. Yeah, cool, man. He's got a suit and a red hat because YOLO. He's like a business casual red mage, but also ready in case it rains. I'm gonna assume that it's like a tuxedo suit, but it's also like made out of raincoat material. Oh, this one didn't go through, huh? The Gen Talker Test Man guy won. This one looks still, it looks normal. It doesn't look... So I missed one somehow. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Photoshop and fix it. This time, I'm going to make you proud, RCC. I'm just going to run the script. I'm going to open Gen Tester Man. Wait, it looks fine right here. What's going on here? We changed the size. Hold on, MV. What are you trying to pull, MV? Trying to pull a fast one on me, MV? Gen Talker Test Man guy. Do I have two Gen Talker test guys? This makes no sense. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let me put it in game. It looks chibi in this menu. It looks chibi right here. You kidding me? That is chibi. But if we look at the actual file, it's not. Okay, hold on. File, save as Gen Talker Testman Guy 1.png. Do you want to overwrite? Yes. Okay. I opened it and then I saved it. Maybe I just need to go OK and save the project again and reload the database. That could be the problem. Let's do that. It's not changing him. Why not? Yo, like, what's the deal? Do I have the name right? Gen Talker Testman Guy. This is crazy. You guys see this? What dimension am I using? I'm using 48 by 72. 50% extra y-axis. And I'm shrinking the head from 100% to 75% of the head to get rid of the chibi look. That's what we've been doing all morning, the Abdu 500. If you are interested in that, just watch this video after it goes live, or after the live stream's over, and you can see the beginning where we go through the steps painstakingly. I wonder how much is broken with my old RPG Maker project with the new updates. Probably every plugin. Probably every plugin. If you go to like the master list of all the plugins, half of them no longer work. A good 50% just no longer work with 1.6 plus. Yeah, if you have below 1.5, they just don't work anymore. 1.5 to 1.6 pretty close. But 1.3, 1.4 to the 1.5, because 1.5 uses a different version of Pixie, and like they changed stuff. Even from 1.5 to 1.6 they changed stuff, but 1.4 to 1.5 even bigger, even bigger. Okay, anyway, let's load it in game and see if it's still chibi. Even though the editor is showing it as chibi, the art asset itself is not. Okay, so that's weird. That's a weird little bug, right? Like if you load it in game, it looks not chibi like the art in the Photoshop. It looks normal. But if I go to, maybe if I restart MV, it will fix it itself or something. I don't know. But it looks good in game, and that's what really is important. But if you look at it here, it still looks chibi. So odd. So odd. Okay. Kitchen chef. Let's use the kitchen chef. Let's see how the kitchen chef looks. Also wearing the yellow jumpsuit, the Kill Bill suit. Looks good. I like the sprite. No longer massive heads. The kitchen sushi chef. Yeah, boy. All my sprites are going to be like this now. They're going to be auto-generated, so it's not like I put in a lot of art skill to make them. But I'm going to run them through... I'm going to run them through the script I made that Royal Crown Code showed us how to do. Thank you, Royal Crown Code. What an awesome little trick. And I'm sure, like you said in the Discord, you know, like this is nothing new, this has been around, but using it in specific instances and saying, hey, you know this thing that everybody knows how to do? Look what happens, you can actually use it in this instance. That's cool because you're connecting the dots, you know? You are the myelin sheath around the neuron, or forming a neuron, forming the connective tissue between the neurons. Have you ever been called a myelin sheath before? You can pixel art details into your elongated sprites. Yeah, you can add stuff while you're stretching them out. That makes a lot of sense. I can customize them. You can customize them. Guys, this is an excellent tactic. We should definitely make our sprites like this and break away from the super chibified 48x48. I don't think every game should be like this, but there should be more games like this. Can you show how you did the grids, please? Sure. Let's keep this moving down. We'll look at K- next. The grids, I press Control and then the little quotation to put them on or off. So you go to Snap to, click Grid. If this is not here, you go to Preferences. You go to Edit, Preferences. You select Grids, Guides, Grids, and Slices, and then you select the pixel density you want. Like I can say 72 now that these are 72 by 72, and then the subdivisions. You know, you may not even want a subdivision, but I put them in subdivisions so that you can snap to them. So I'm going 48 by 48 because that's the default, and then I'm saying 4 subdivisions so I can go 75%, 50%, 25%, and I'm using the snap. So that's how we set up our grids and preferences. To turn them on or off, you go to View and you, let's see, Show. Here it is. So you'll go to View, you'll go to Show, and you have the grid right here. But I'm using the shortcut Control plus the single quotation. And that turns them on or off. Once they're on, you can go to Snap and you select Snap. And then you can say snap to what? You say snap to whatever you want to snap to. I've got them all on. You can snap to layers, grids, guides, slices. Right now it's only using grids and layers because there's no actual slices, I guess. It's only one layer. It's not even really using layers. But anyway, that's how you do it. And if you want to turn it off, press Control like that. That way when you go like this, it'll just snap, 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 snap. And that's something I didn't use very often until Royal Crown Code was like, just use it. It's great, just do it. I'm like, alright. And it is. Now I'll probably always use that. It'll save me so much time, like meticulously getting, oh, I'm 1 pixel off, start over. No problem, Steve. We're doing the arts today, so we're going to do a new art thing right now. 48 by 48. Guys, I don't know what this is. Don't be Don't assume that I know what I'm doing when I go into Ace Bride. But if I do one Ace Bride every day or almost every day, I'm only going to get better at it, right? And on the other side of the spectrum, if I don't use what I have available, I'm going to lose my ability of what I currently have. It's like when you learn a song. You can learn, you know, like a 45-minute set list, but if you don't practice it, the set list every day, then you're probably going to forget songs or the chords or the progressions or something. So I'm going to turn on our symmetry, and we're going to make like a little alien dude or something. Nice. Let's use our symmetry tool to our benefit. I like it. I like it. We'll give him some nice red lips. He's got green skin. Don't judge him. Don't judge him. Give him some clothing. Some armor. I don't know what weapon he's using. He's got some weapon. Ah, that's too much. I don't like that. Let's go something like this. Nope. How do I pixel art a weapon? I don't know. Let's go with like this. Sword or something. A little more detail around the handle. Nope, that was the same color. Undo, undo. And then a little bit of a like, this is where he's holding it type of thing. And then we'll have like a straight line kind of, well, it's not much of a straight line. That's definitely not a straight line. We're doing the arting today, guys. Let's use the fill tool. Paint bucket. He's got 4 legs, or 6. He's a spider alien guy. You know. Or like squiggly things. I'm not sure what it is. There's his armor. Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Okay, he needs some skin tone. No, not that much. Yes. Different colors in the hair would be better. He's got eyebrows. Nope, that looks weird. Nope, let's go with maybe this brown. There they are. Maybe this red can go away. Yeah, and let's give him like a blue eyelid. There he is. Hey, he came alive. He's there. And we'll go with like more of a... There you go. He doesn't need to have red lips. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. He's not sad. He's just not... He's neutral. He's neutral. There's our squid warrior. He's got green glowing skin. Let's see what people are saying here. I was talking about the versions of MV, right? Pixel and details. If your game was about humans, you definitely use the method. What is your game about, Path of the Stream? There is a free Photoshop version. I think it's like CS3 or CS2. It's missing a lot of features, but there is a free version. GIMP has most of what Photoshop can do, and it's free. It's just like harder to use, in my opinion. But GIMP is there. GIMP is a good alternative to Photoshop, and GIMP is completely free. I would definitely download GIMP if you don't have Photoshop. If I didn't have Photoshop, I'd be using GIMP. I have an old version that I got for a long time ago. Stream died on me, rip. Oh no. Was it on everybody? I think it says healthy here. Green health stream. Hello Demos Overkill, thank you for joining the stream. This is a sprite. I was using Photoshop earlier, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Probably this one. Most people know what Photoshop looks like.
Hey baby, how's your day going?
Alright, we've got a new sprite. Let's export a sprite sheet. We're going to export a sprite sheet. This is going to be 144 by 192. And we will call this one DG underscore Octo Alien. Yeah, I like it. Green Octo Alien 1. We're going to be very descriptive this time, in case we have multiple variations.png. And this is being saved in A-Sprite. Okay, I'll need to know where I saved it. Boom. Here's the problem. I need to have it in multiple frames, so I'm going to copy, paste, 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 paste. What? Copy, paste, paste. It's the same thing. Paste. I don't like how it does that. I gotta copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I'm sure I can copy multiples, yeah? Copy these three, paste them, there you go. Copy these two. It's all the same, it's all the same. So what I'm gonna do is file, save, or export this sheet as the same thing, like that. Whoa, hello, no, oh my god. What is even happening? I messed up, guys. We're gonna delete this, don't save it. This one, don't save it. This is the one we need to copy, paste. Copy, paste. Let's take these three, copy and paste them. Let's take these 5, copy, paste them. Okay, doesn't seem to be doing that right. I'm gonna learn A-Sprite one of these days, guys. I'm gonna learn it. So now that we've got just this cell, we're gonna file, export a sprite sheet using this same file name. Export, we wanna overwrite, yes, overwrite. Now we have something. It's not gonna be animated, it's just a sprite for now with some weird bottoms. I don't know, ignore his bottoms. Ignore his bottoms, he's fine. He's fine. And we're going to probably stretch him too. Okay, so I'll go to Photoshop. I'm going to open this. This is in A-Sprite. Sort by date. Show me that. Whoa, this thing needs to be deleted actually. Yep, delete it. This is the one we're looking for. And it would look really weird if I ran this on it, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. What if I just change the size, image size, and stretch the height %? The height to 150, what would that look like? Wow, it does like some sort of blurriness to it. Not really going for that. I think we'll keep him a 48 by 48. We'll just keep him 48 by 48. But what I can do is go into a sprite, just copy paste it. I'll need to rename it. View, nope, sort by date modified. Here we go. Copy this, and we'll put it inside of the characters. Paste it here. We're gonna hit F2. We're gonna hit up, and we're gonna hit home. We're gonna put a exclamation point and a $sign. Then we'll create an event. Or we could just change the player. We'll create an event, why not? And what did I call it? Green alien or something like that? Green octo alien. Here we go. Yeah, boy. We're gonna have him randomly walk around in a super fast motion. He's direction fixed though. Not like it'll matter because he's got every direction the same. And we're gonna walk around and look at our beautiful, beautiful A sprite creation monster while we check the new sprite. There we go. There's our crazy octo beast, squid-legged, slimy thing wearing armor. And he's doing his thing. He's got his swords out. And we did our A sprite for the day. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Good job, everybody. Good job. Yeah, and these resized sprites, where'd he go? He's like, because he's 48 by 48, he's hiding. Get back up there. Stop hiding. People want to see you. You're just a beautiful being. You deserve to be looked at. I'm going to call him Jeff. My name is Jeff. He's beautiful. Beautiful Jeff. Let's take a look and continue to test all of the sprites. We're making our way down. We're moving on to KRSN3. Let's see if that looks fine. My name is Jeff. Thank you, Heartless. Thank you. The blur is a part of the resample and interpretation of the free transformations. Right. Is there a way to like turn off that so that it doesn't, it will pixelate instead of blurring the pixels? Like if I were to try to stretch this out larger and I wanted to stretch it out, isn't it like interpolation or inter something? Like a box I need to check somewhere. Come on, Jeff, stop hiding. Show people your beautiful, beautiful legs. I mean, squid fin things. Tentacles. Tentacles. They're tentacles. KRSN is looking good. Very, very nice. I like the dress. It's very cool. Very pretty dress. Nas. Let's look at Nas. Let's get Nas out here. I randomly generated these sprites, so you know. Nas, you are a good-looking man. You are a very good-looking man. Look at that, guys. Everybody at Nas on the Discord server and tell him he's a good-looking man. He deserves it. He deserves to be called good-looking. He's a good-looking man. He's wearing a nice suit. He's got a pink cape, like you do. Very, very beautiful. Jeff's wandering around. And was that it? Was that all of them? We did all of the spritings. Yeah, with time to spare. Oh no, we need to we need to test the Panda Maru Smith. We need to test the Panda Maru Blacksmith to see how that looks. This was the odd one out, because it's not auto-generated. Did I press mute on accident? I hope not. Did I press mute?
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello? It says it's working. Are you trolling me, Path? You're trolling me, huh? Oh, shoot. Oh, Heartless Angel says, my PC is suddenly mute, even on full volume. Okay. Well, okay. Oh my gosh, it works beautiful. Look at the blacksmith, guys. It's nice. That's very nice. A good looking blacksmith, Panda. I love your art so much. You good. You good. So the other thing we need to test, let's go back to Edmund now. The world map, when we go here, there's a controller event that changes the images. Yes, we need to edit this one. So it changes to use this one. And I think that's it. When we go to the world map, it's going to resize to be a very small one, which I'm fine with. It's fine. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's being resized using the Scale Sprites plugin from Yanfly. Still an awesome plugin. Still an awesome plugin. We're using it right here. And it's, this is a, 16 by 24 size. So, it's still 50% larger y-axis. When we go into town, it should put us back to the regular one. I like it. It's fantastic. No longer have a giant head. Now this guy, the merchant, he's got an ego on him. You see how big his ego is? He's got that big head. That big head. So I think we're going to have to... Oh, somebody gave me an idea that I don't know why I didn't think about. For those of you who were watching the stream yesterday, a fish beat me. You guys remember the fish dilemma over here? Somebody suggests, why don't I just put the fish on the art in Photoshop and then place that? And I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. Why didn't I just try that from the beginning instead of trying to manipulate layers by adding space? Whatever. We're going to fix that now. Since we're doing the artings, we should probably... We're doing the arts. We should fix those things as well. Okay. Alright. Okay, we'll put Jeff in the background. We can close this one. Let's open up the things. Open the things. Exactly. Good job, Brain. Good job. IMG doodads. We need to fix this guy's massive, massive head. We need to fix his massive head. We're going to select this like to here. Free transform. And just bring this down a notch. There we go. There we go. You know what? I like it. I like it a lot. And we're just going to save this. We don't need another version. We don't need a version of just a massive head. I was thinking about it, but it's probably better that we don't. Okay, fixed his massive head. Oh no, here come the fish, the troll fish emotes. Alright, so let's fix the fish problem. It's a problem. It's a giant problem. So here's the sushi bar. And I need to also open up the fish. It's under doodads, food. And fish. Here's the fish. Gefilte. We'll take this fish, copy it, go over here, paste it on a new layer. We'll select it. We'll use the move tool. We're going to put the fish right there. We're going to actually go back to here. Yeah, that's fine. Free transform. We're going to lock the proportions with this button, and then we're going to resize it down. And I mean, while we're here, ain't we? Let's add some more. Why is he gonna show off just one fish? That looks great. Let's go ahead and close this. Let's open up some other food. Let's put some other. What other food would he have here? Probably like cooking board, maybe. We can pretend that this is we can pretend that this is, what is it called? Ginger. I love me some ginger. So let's paste this here on a new layer. We'll take this, we'll free transform. We're gonna lock the proportions, make them smaller. We're gonna move them to be a little bit smaller. There it is. We'll hit OK on that. I like it. Let's go ahead and add a new layer. Let's close this one and open up something else. We have room. You know, this kind of looks like there's a roll there. And it would be served probably like that. Yeah. We'll take this, we'll copy this, go to here, paste it on a new layer, select it, right click it, free transforms, lock the proportions, and bring it down a bit. No, don't change the anchor point, just move the entire image, thank you. Put this right here, maybe not in the dead center, right? We'll put it more over here, because you'll be like standing right here talking to the guy. Like so. It's a big platter, and this is a smaller plate. That looks fine. We could maybe put one more. Let's close this. One more. Just one more. Too much is a bad thing. But we can fit one more in there. Yeah, some miso soup. We gotta have some miso soup. Let's open up miso soup. Copy this. Put it over here. Give a new layer. Paste this. Free transform. Let's lock the proportions. Put some miso soup right there. Big bowl. That's a big bowl of miso. I'm telling you. It's got an egg in it. You see the egg? Hell yeah. Okay, and then we can save this as... This will be, what, edit 2 or 3? I don't remember. We don't want to save it as a TIF. I want to save it as a PNG. Please. Thank you. Do we have edit 2? We do. Let's take this as edit 3. And save that in there. Okay. Bokeh. And edit the doodads. So let's start our player here. How about some sushi? Yeah. That's the idea. F10. Let's edit doodads. I want to see which switch this is requiring. Switch 18. Okay. So let's delete the doodad. Right? Return. Finish edit. Let's place a new doodad. Let's use edit 3. Nope. Of this. And place edit 3 right here. Why do we have like a random line? It's really not cool, man. Anyway. Get it just right. That's fine. Okay, escape. We need to edit doodads. Let's edit the sushi bar. with the food on it. Let's scroll down and make sure that it requires switch number 18 be on. Okay. We can go up and say accept settings, return, finish our edit, and save and close. Now let's go get the items required to test it in game. You can just buy them from the merchant. Hey, the merchant doesn't have a massive head. Or does he? No, we saved the same file. Yeah, it's not as big. I was like, I don't remember changing the doodad, but we overwrote the file. Are we out of money? Did we suddenly just lose all our money? Okay, that's fine. It's fine, game. You wanna troll me? Oh, we get all our money from the world map, so we might have to go out here to initialize the game. Okay. And I think we need stone. Stone? Yeah, 20 stone. And we'll get some raw fish to get them working. Okay, cool. We'll go here. To set up the sushi bar, you have to do a one-time payment of 20 stones and 1,000 coins. And then every 10 coins, every minute you have to pay 10 coins and a fish to get the food. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Much better. You know what we could even do? We could turn on Chirac lighting. And tint the map a little bit. I don't know if I want to do that. Because it's got 3 lights here. But anyway. It looks much better. It looks great. His sprite is no longer a ginormous head. It looks proportionate. He's got some food. The fish didn't beat us today. You may have won the battle yesterday, fish. But we won the war. You guys give me such good ideas. Thank you so much. What if you resize the SV battlers as well? Can we do that? Can we do that, Wasif? I think we can. I think we might. Let's try it. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to test one. We're doing the arts today. We can close this. We already saved it, so we don't want to save the original, I guess. We don't need to change that. We don't need to change that. I'm going to keep him up because I like looking at him. He's cool. Let's open up. Not in doodads. IMG. It's in actors, right? Your battlers are stored in actors. We just type in this, admin1.png. There's our battler. Right. Yes. Huh. Alright. I should probably figure out a method, and then once I've got the method down, record a template for it, and then run all of them through the template. So this isn't going to be, do it. This isn't going to be the recording of the template, because I'm going to be messing around a lot. So I'm going to try to figure out a good template, and once I figure it out, I'll record the template, and then run all the battlers through it, if it even works. So let's start off by... You know what? Let's start off by saving this as a different name. This is going to be admin1 scaled, _scaled. Yep, we're going to save it as admin1 _scaled. File, open. Admin1 _scaled, we're going to open that. That way I can mess it up and it's fine. I like to keep all the defaults as well. I saved the JSON. Yes, that's how to action good. Alright, so let's take the image size and increase the height in percent by 150. Okay, so he's been stretched. Then we're going to select his head proportions and free transform. scale this down to 75 or 80. I guess we're gonna do 80. I could just select right here 75, right? And then I would need to move it down. Yeah. Does that look funny? No, I think it looks good. Okay, let's do that again. Let's select here, free transform, bring this down to, oh no wait, something happened. Let's go back a little bit. Cancel. Hold on. Are we snapping? There. Free transform. Bring this down to... We're selecting, wait, more than just his head at that point. Kind of his shoulders. So if we bring it to 80, it still looks a little big at 80, doesn't it? So if we say 75% and we don't move it, how does it look? Bad. Undo. Because you're missing a little pixel there. Looks like he's separated. He's been sliced in half. The heads don't align. Very retracted. Okay. Let's free transform to 75%, and then just bring them down till I manually think they look right. So on this one, the only other process we'll be doing is manually moving them down a pixel, right? So we'll go ahead and do that again. Free transform and bring them down to 75, hit enter, and then drag them down a pixel. Is that the anchor point? That's the anchor point. Drag them down a pixel. There we go. That works. I think this... We'll see if there's anything different happening but when we get to the end. So we will free transform, drag them down to, I guess 80, and then type in 75. Hit enter, select here, drag them down a pixel, hit OK. Repeat. Transform, drag them down to 80, and then just type in 75. Bring them down a pixel, accept that. This one might be different. I think we'll have to separate the dead or fallen over one. So we'll have this separate from the entire, because this is the fallen one, we'll have to change. So we'll just select these two sections, free transform these, drag these down to 80. Hold on, I didn't do something right. Cancel that. Select that, snap, right click, free transform, drag these down to 80. There, it works. Then type in 75. And then manually drag them down a pixel, hit OK. And then we'll do something special for this. We'll have to select just this box. I mean, I suppose we can just do it this way, right? Make his... It's not going to change much vertically, right? Just his head. So his body's not going to change much. Free transform, bring this down to 80. And then type in 75, hit enter. This one, we don't need to actually drag anything down because we selected their entire image. And we can say OK. And that looks a lot better. And then if we just file save, that would be our template. Please, no filters. You're practically a professional. Please, no filters. Okay, but we have to do a filter on this. We're gonna do a filter. We've gotta do, guys, this is the most important part. We have to bevel it so he looks really, really cool. Oh my god. No, we need to texturize him. He's gotta be texturized. So we know that, you know, it looks like real skin, right? Add a stroke. I think I'm going to give Royal Crown Coat a stroke. He needs to glow. He needs to glow. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. No filters. But maybe if we put in just a simple chrome filter, you can get more detail out of it. Alright, okay, I'm fine. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing. Let's save this. It already is saved. This is Photoshop. Just give it every filter. It'll just be like a monochrome blob by the end. So will this work? I don't know. I think so. I don't see why it wouldn't, honestly. Let's look at in the game and test it out. Let's put our player, I guess right here for now, and give the battler the Edmund 1 scaled battler. And say, okay, okay. And we'll jump into like a quick combat. He walks around, he looks good. Let's just fight a level 2. He's still using the... Oh, I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening. Because there's an auto run happening that's controlling the images, and I told it to change it to that. So the face, the character, and the battler should change. And when we go to the world map, there's going to be another one too. Where is it at? Here it is. It's using the regular battler, so I'd have to use the scaled one here as well. Okay, that should work. So at least we got to look at the Chibi battler as reference first. Alright, now let's get into a battle with a level 2. Guys, it works, and it looks great. Wow, I really like it. Let's just do some attacking and see if the animations look weird. No, even the sword's still placed in the right spot. We got our weapon unleashed on that. Let's fight our level 3 to get a little bit more out of it. He might kill us, but whatever. We're level 1. Let's use an ability. If we do Irradiate. Works, it looks good. Let's do First Aid. Jinxie, don't die! Jinxie, give us some fortification. I noticed the icon moves a little bit over to the center. It's not pointing in front of him, it's pointing like right on him. Watch. If I say ability, First Aid, look how it's like right on him. But that's fine. I mean, plus he's highlighting. I'm cool with that. It does the same thing for Jinx. It's consistent at least. Let's attack. We got our weapon unleash. We need to somehow change the anchor point of the SV enemies because it points above them quite a bit. Like if we attack, you see how the arrow's pointing like way above him? I wonder if we could use a note tag to lower the center anchor point so that the animations don't play above the enemy. You look how they go right above him, kind of. Finish him, Jinx. Ah, oh, Jinx. Bang. I don't like this accuracy problem. We have minus agility. I don't think that may be affecting accuracy a little bit. And the fox has a good agility, so it's kind of hard to hit him, especially when he's wounded. But that's still too many missing. Too many misses. So this works for the battlers, guys. We can make a template to auto-generate battlers and have the battlers be resized as well. Let's do our Radiant Beam. I like it. This is a level 3 guy. We're gonna die for this for sure. We're not supposed to be fighting this at level 1. But I just want to see our death animation. Beam him! We beamin'. We beamin'. Great suggestion, Wasif. And thank you, Royal Crown Code, again for the tutorials on how to do this. And everybody who's come in to help me and give me ideas. You guys are awesome. Jinx has... So the Death Sprite looks fine. It looks good. Jinx has a weapon unleash, but it's actually an attack replace. If she's below 50% of her HP, she gets like this really powerful chaos attack. So she's got low HP, low max HP, so she could die really quickly, especially if she's below 50%. So you could either risk it and have a super strong attack, or, you know, you could just heal her. Ren claims credit for my jalapeno eggs. Oh, they were good. Man, they were good. I have a lot more jalapenos, too. I don't know if I want to do the same thing today, but I might. Let's see what T wants to do. Have something to eat pretty soon. All right, so let's do a template then. Let's make a new template. What is it called? Droplet action. Let's make a new action. Save a new action. So inside the resize MV sprites, I can let's close Jeff and this one. And make it as a batch action as well. But we need to use one to make the template. So let's open up. This is going to be automated. I'm only going to be resizing. These are all hidden ones, SV enemies, and they're fantastic looking. They're available on the forum. I'm not going to resize them because I could scale them. But I'm talking about the auto-generated MV actors, you know. Let's just pick any one. If I could find one, here's Edmund. Here's Doc Weaves. Okay, and Devin, we'll just do alphabetical. So we'll start with Devin Scott here. Devin Scott. I don't know if he's going to be in any combat, but I'm going to use this as a template. So go through the process again to remember what I'm doing. I create a new. Doesn't need to be a new folder, right? I could just put a new action. Let's go to the bottom and then just say new action. And we're going to call this Resize MV Battler. And inside the MV Sprite, take 2, yeah, record. Okay, and this is a new action. It's recording now. The sword does not fit the sprite. We could resize the swords too, but I think it looks fine for now. We're gonna do one thing at a time. Let's see. We can change those inside the plugin, or it's actually weapons folder. In the weapons folder, resize those. We'll do those next. I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you. Let's make this template. I wonder if you change the generator parts in the MV folder, if they would generate correctly so you wouldn't have to change them. Probably not. I'm thinking because they're giving specific resolutions, so it'll just like probably not draw everything on the map correctly. Like it'll just draw like the first 75% of the sprite and you won't see his feet or something. But you could try it. You could try it. I found a method that works, and this is easy enough for me, so I'm going to use this method. What do we got? What do we got here? This is some lyrical content. Let me remove this from my playlist so that doesn't happen. I don't like to hear distracting lyrics. Let's go ahead and skip over that one too. Alright, so we're making the process of resizing the battler. The first thing we're going to do is take the image size and go in percent and raise the height to 150%. That's the first action, image size. Okay. Then we're going to... Whoa, not shift. Control. We're going to select, using our snap and whatnot, 80%, or we're going to make a selection, we're going to free transform, and we're going to drag it down to 80%, but then we're going to manually type in 75 and hit enter. Then we're going to drag it down 1 pixel and say OK. And that counted as one thing. Change the size, set the selection. So that's just 2 actions. Perfect. We're going to repeat that process for the next row. Free transform. Drag it down to 80, but actually select 75. We could just probably select 75. Drag it down 1 pixel and say, OK. Do the next one. This is a very weird one. I'm going to remove it too. That's some weird stuff on my playlist. Okay, we need something more chill. Free transform. Let's go ahead and go to 80%. Let's select 75. Down 1 pixel. Very nice. And for the last row, we're going to just select these 2 sections, not this one yet. That'll be a separate action. Transform, take this down to 75 as well. Commit that change. And save it, right? So file, save. And I need to test to see this template is right before I... Okay, we have to stop the recording. Stop. There we go. We have a new action. Resize MV Battler. I can literally open up a Battler and hit play and it'll resize it. Fantastic. Or I could batch. I could put all the files in a folder and run a batch selection where it runs all this on all the files in the folder. I'm sorry to say, but they require surgery to shorten those arms. Nothing automation can do for that. Yeah, they have some long arms now, don't they? I'm just going to pretend that they're all Elvins from Final Fantasy XI, and then it works in my head. They don't look that bad to me, though. They kind of look long. Why'd you point it out? Now I see it. That's fine. It still looks better than the chibi. It looks very different. So let's go ahead and test it out in game by just making Right, this is gonna change. I have to move the guy into like right here. And set our battler. Who did I change? Devin Scott. Yeah, let's change this to Devin Scott and see if it looks right. And if it does, then I know that I can batch all of them. Cannot be unseen. Looks good so far. We'll fight a level 4 enemy or something and get ourselves killed to see how the death sprites look. I think everything's good so far. I did the same process. Alright, let's fight a harder enemy. It's got too much defense at level 1. You're not supposed to be fighting this thing. You're fighting it to die, basically. There he is. Looks good. Head doesn't look big. Looks proportionate. That chaos damage. Yeah, it works. It's fantastic. Smastic. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do to automate this is run them all in a batch. Let's go to our folder. And we are in SV Actors Automated. So we'll select everything that we want to resize, and we'll copy it. Copy that one, 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 that one. Nope, we already did that one. So it's this one, this one. I mean, these are in the same format, so we should try that as well. This is in the same format. We should try to do that to these. I mean, we're going to run them as a batch file, so I don't see why not, right? The soldiers. They may not work exactly right, but that's fine. I'm going to rename them all to _scaled before I run it. Anything else? Like a big head, big chibi head. So I'm only going to run this on things that have like a big chibi head battler. Scroll on down. The slams. I think that was it. Some bees, spiders, foxes, lions, and then Edmund 1. But I've already done Edmund, so that one's already been scaled. So I'm going to copy these, go into automated, paste them here, and F2 and put in _scaled. And just copy this, so I can go here, F2, paste, enter. And once again, you could write a Python program that would do this for you. If you had hundreds to do, you could write a quick script in Python and run a .bat file. And it will just rename them all, affixing whatever you want to the end of them. But I don't have that many. I don't need to do that. You can run a batch file to it. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want to have the originals as well. Just in case, I don't know. got some sinister music playing in the middle of something. Otherwise, I'd probably switch it. It's not the worst, but I don't really think it fits very well. Dun, 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 dun. I was listening to like epic coding music last night, and the music inspired me to write something in Node.js. I was like, yeah, I want to code something today, blah, blah, blah. I'll show you guys what I coded after this. After a word from our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. Next song, please. Something chill, please. Meh. Okay, we've got our automated folder. Let's go into photo chat. We can close this. We don't have to, but whatever. We are going to run automate a batch on a folder. Let's choose the folder we want to run it on. We're going to say img sv actors automated. We're going to run it on that. And we're going to select the option of resize mv battler. We're going to say stop for errors. Okay. And it's doing it, guys. It's doing the batch. There's no I in batch. Wait, for some reason some of the sprites messed up. What? No. And some didn't. What? What do you mean? I guess it's a good thing I renamed them, huh? Oh God, you're right. Batch. Oh no. The Orky. The Orc. What happened to you, Orc? Oh gosh. Some of them didn't work right. All of the auto-generated ones have worked right. Because it's exactly the same format. Like, I don't see why that one. But all of the ones that were... That's interesting. All of the ones that were downloaded from the forums, pretty much all of them, have not been batched correctly. Batch. So that's not right. That one's not right. How many? At least I know which ones worked. That one didn't work. That one did not work. What else do we got? All of these. So the only ones that work right are the ones that have been used that were created with the character generator inside of MV. Yeah. So all of these did not work right. I could just close all. Close all. Okay. That's good to know. So what I'll do is just go into automated and view large icons. And I could just take the ones that I put in, like this one, all the way down to, nope, not that one, not that one, not the goblins, not the chieftains. So really only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Only 9 of them. So we'll copy those 9 that did work. We'll paste them into the SV actors. They are there now. And we're going to go into automated, and I'm going to delete all of these. So I don't want to put 5 more megabytes of space in the project folder. I'm going to be removing a lot of stuff manually before I deploy the project, obviously. But we have lots of battlers. We have actions that have been saved. And these should just continue to work even if I close and open the program, I hope. I've got the the automatic process to resize the generator characters moving around, and the battlers. So that's fantastic. Guys, it's 12:07. We did the arting today. We did the arts. We got revenge on the fish, the troll fish. He is now in the game, and against his own will, we put the fish on the plate in the art. We did the artings. We did the arts today. Fantastic, fantastic stream. Can this please work? Please work. Control plus should work, huh? Why is it not doing it now? Maybe it has to be selected. Huh. Minus is working, but Control plus is not. Is my keyboard messing up? Let me test it. Nope, it's working. I don't know. Want me to record a public video explaining everything necessary? Royal Crown Code, that's completely up to you. Whatever you feel like doing is up to you. I'm sure people would love it. I would definitely watch, thumbs up, and promote anything you put out on Photoshop. You are a very talented individual. We have so many awesome, talented individuals. I love it. You guys are great. Thanks for helping me get better at RPG Maker. And hopefully I can do the same for you. If you want to come hang out with all of these talented artists and programmers and coders and designers, I have a Discord where we sort of assemble, and you can join it and promote your stuff right here in self-promo. If you want to check out any latest gaming news, I post gaming news. If you would like to support what I do on this channel, it would be very appreciated. If you head over to patreon.com/driftwoodgaming, patreon.com/driftwoodgaming, and consider backing me at whatever level is comfortable for you. I offer different rewards and perks for doing that sort of thing. If you would like me to play your game, that is a tier, one of the higher tiers there. And I play your game on a live stream, and we all look at it for the first time and talk about what you did right, what you did wrong, and our opinions. And if it's just for a release, it could be a promo. I could edit videos for you for specific deals. Just contact me on Discord if you want to get a video edited or something made. Yeah. I am on Twitter. I'm at Driftwood Gaming. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. That'd be very appreciated if you haven't done that. Hit the like button on this live stream, on this video. I think that helps somehow, and it's very appreciated if you were to do that. You guys are awesome. That's going to do it for this live stream. I'd love to see you guys in Discord. The link is in the description below. Remember, stay awesome, guys. We'll see you in the next live stream. And, yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic progress today. I loved it. It was great because now we have a method to use the auto generator, and we can generate, like, very quickly a custom character like this guy, girl, gender fluid person. And we'll export this as, who wants to be this character? This is gonna be Heartless. This is Heartless Angel, guys. She made it. Heartless Angel, you have glasses, right? You have purple glasses? Heartless Angel. I think I need to get rid of spaces. Can't be spaces. So I'm gonna go Heartless Angel. This isn't you? Heartless, come on. This has gotta be you. This has gotta be you. Yellow? You wear yellow, right? You're definitely not all black and goth. You wanna be the gender fluid with glasses? Let's go ahead and make Royal Crown Code the gender fluid. Thank you for stepping forward as tribute. Royal Crown Code. And let's get the walking character and export this. Copy this too. Fantastic. Fantastic. We're going to get the damage. We're going to import this image right here. Sorry for the sound effect. We're going to have to overwrite. Export this. Okay. And Battler. Export. Royal Crown Code. Stepping forward as tribute. Save the settings in case we destroy something badly. And we have that. Let's go to Photoshop. We can open up Royal Crown Code in SV Actors. and we can say play this right here. Boom. And it saved it. Now it's full size. We can go to open up the actors for Royal Crown Code. And we can select this action and play. And that works. And it saved it. And now we can go right into game. And let's take Royal Crown Code. I type in R, there it is. And the Battler Royal Crown Code. And within, what was that, a minute? A minute of work or something, like a minute to 2 minutes, we have a very customized, different size sprite. Right? It's not chibi anymore. We're using the same style so it fits, but it's different size, 48 by 72. And the Battler, a different size Battler. Isn't that awesome? Holy crap, I wanted to do this, like, I was even like willing to do way more manual work to get this to happen like that. It's just automated. Technology, guys, technologies. Technology. That's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you guys, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. I'll let this one go in. I'll let it go. Some Weibo music. Bye, guys. No achievement at all. Drifty, please send me the sprites. What are we talking about? Oh, these? For this one? Sure. I'll give it to you. I will give you my planet destruction action sequence. So she give me the game over force lose troll character. I love it, Heartless. Message me that. Oh gosh. Thanks for coming by, Draconis. Oh, I want to show you guys one thing. Let's see. I made this last night, and then I have a plugin to open up PowerShell. So I made a loot generator in JS Node. So I decided, let's get the lyrics skip in here. That's enough Weibo stuff going on here. Here we go. So I made a variable base item type. It's an array, and it could be sword, staff, mace, dagger, or axe. Then I, defined the sword, staff, mace, dagger, and axe. And I basically went to Wikipedia, and I'm like, what are some sword types? And I'm like, oh, I like the way an Epi, saber, longsword, estoc, claymore. And I just found a bunch of cool sounding swords, and then I just listed them in an array. And then did the same thing for staff, mace, dagger, and axe. And then I'm like, well, what can we put for a prefix for an item? Well, we can have, I just typed in, like, strong. I think I typed in strong, or I put, like, strengthen. And then I typed in synonyms for strengthen. And then I was looking through this synonym thesaurus website. And I'm like, oh, I like the way this sounds. Durable, powerful. So I created an array with different names for, like, something, a prefix. And then I did the same thing for item suffix. I wanted one at least for every, like, stat in MV. Like, I wanted one for HP, one for MP, attack, defense, magic defense, agility, and luck. So I wanted at least 8, but then I also thought, well, I also want weapons to be granted the ability to have, like, elemental attacks. So I was like, the something of flame, of ice, of tornadoes, etc. And then also for the stats. And so I went with that. And then I created a new variable that is a function, and I'm creating a new variable called pick base item type, and it's using this code right here to basically pick something random out of the list, the array. And it's selecting that array, and instead of putting the number, we're putting math.floor and then math.random times that array's length. So it will roll the number between 0 and 1 times the length of the array, and then truncate that, dropping it to the lowest, so you don't have like, you know, if it's 5 max area intervals 5 point something, it doesn't 5.5, it doesn't go to 6 and then like say undefined, right? So we're using floor for that. And then I'm checking a conditional statement saying if this rolls sword, because it's going to put in the value, right? So it's storing a number, like this is going to roll a number, but this is going to return the value of what this is. So if this rolls a 0, it's going to put the string sword inside this variable. So then we're checking that variable to say if that sword, if that variable is equal to the value of the string sword, then change a new variable pick base item, and we're doing the same code, but we're selecting a different array. Now we're selecting inside of the sword. We're saying pick a number from here to here and then store the value of whatever location that is. So if it was like a 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, it would store as stock, and then that would be stored in pick base item. And then we do the same thing. The pick base item was really the only really challenging part I had to figure out. And then you do one for prefix, which is the same thing, and one for suffix, it's the same thing. Then you do a console.log, or you send the data in a packet to the server, or however you want to do that. This is just like a rough draft type thing. And then you just, you tie them together, you concatenate them. So you've obtained, and the pick prefix that it obtained, plus a space, the pick base item that it obtained, plus a space, and then plus the pick suffix that you got. And then that's it. But then I wanted it to repeat, so I didn't have to, it wouldn't just roll one item, I wanted it to roll like 10 items or however many. So I created a for loop, and I said I equals 0, I less than 10, add to I, and then run the function of loot drop. So if we go into our console and type in node, whatever you named the file, what did I name it? It was like loot gen or something. Random loot gen. Version 1. And it'll pick 10 items, like you grab 10 items from a chest or something. Empowered Mace of Lightning, Secure Parashu of Poison, Vigorous Hashiwara of Power, Steady Uchigatana of Toughness, Tough Bulwada of Tornadoes, etc., etc. So, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it's so basic, but yeah, man, that's cool. Anyway, the stream's over. That's a little bonus for you guys who's sticking around. If you guys use Node.js and you know how to do stuff with it, just let me know that, hey, like, I'm good with Node.js. I want to pick your brain a little bit when I have questions. Let me know on Discord. Anyway, thank you guys. Let me send you those sprites before I forget, Royal Crown Code. Demos, thanks for stopping by. See you later, man. Path of Stream, take it easy. Heartless, thank you. Yeah, send me the action sequence. I'll put it in. I love action sequencing. You kidding me? Bubbly Oasis. You missed it? Well, it's going to go live in an hour or so, and the chat should be up unless it gets copyright claimed. Which happens. 2 of these live streams have been claimed already. But I'm using music from ocremix.org, so we shouldn't be claimed. This is all educational content, and it's all in the fair use category. So if it's a claim, it's a bogus claim. Royal Crown Code says he's a Photoshop wizard, but doesn't have any code knowledge. Yeah, I'm sure you could figure it out. If you could figure out how to automate things like that, it's the same thing. Let's roll 10 more items. Yes, very nice. Alright guys, that's it for the stream. I gotta get something to eat, getting hungry. Bye-bye, thanks for watching, thanks for coming to the stream. Stay awesome. See you the next time. Bye-bye.